My initial plan was to just get rid of the live wire and replace this with another bike, but I'm kind of glad that I decided to keep this one and just get a lower price secondary bike, because as much trouble as this one is, it is so much fun to ride. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I am out on the live wire today and I'm heading down to Kelly's Kawasaki of Mesa, Arizona, and I'm heading down there because there's been a slight change of plans. I am no longer looking at the Honda Transalp, or any Honda for that matter. After running the numbers, I just realized that with the price of the bike and the insurance cost and the accessories that I would like to put on said bike, that it quickly became out of the range of my current budget, especially being a second bike. So I started looking at less expensive alternatives, and I came across a bike at this dealership, and it's a Royal Enfield Himalayan 2025. Somebody had special ordered it. It's the one in Camet white and the tubeless tires. Somebody went and placed an order for it, and when it came in, they decided not to buy it. So the dealership ended up with one of these. Kind of hard to find right now. It all depends on what the bike looks like when I go to take a look at it. So I'm headed over there right now and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, here it is, the 2025 Royal Enfield Himalayan. Just for reference, I am 6 feet tall with a 32-inch inseam, and I can flat foot this thing with no problem. And I actually have this on the high seat position. I'll show you more about that later. It is the next day, and unfortunately I was trying to wrap up the video yesterday and my SD card on my camera was full and the video stopped recording, so I wasn't able to give my kind of initial thoughts and first impressions on the bike. But I'm really impressed so far. You know, the bike has some vibes, but that's to be expected because it's a single cylinder. So but I have to say it rides much better than the KTM 390 Adventure single cylinder that I had a couple years ago. So I really like this one. Now the bike is still in its break-in period. The first 300 miles is the break-in on this bike. and then I'm supposed to take it in for its first service. So I'm probably going to do that, you know, take it to the dealership and have them just check it over. I do have like a check engine light. It's a solid check engine light on here. It's been like that ever since I took it out of the dealership parking lot. I'm not sure if that's part of the break-in, if that gets cleared after first service. Everything, like the fluids and everything, look fine. I can't find anything wrong with the bike, but turning the bike off and back on again doesn't help. So today I just wanted to take a ride out towards Saguaro Lake, Arizona, because I love this ride out here. The scenery, the road, I like everything about it, but I just couldn't make it out here with my Livewire Del Mar because of the battery range on that bike. That's really why I wanted to get this bike, because I can do stuff on here that I can't do on the other one, and I'm probably going to keep that bike mainly for commuting, and you know, of course, all local around town stuff, you know, it's great at that, but I am kind of going to reserve this bike for my weekend excursions and stuff. So I did a short highway run, and it seems really stable on the highway. This windscreen on here does a pretty decent job keeping the wind off my chest. I'm not really getting like any kind of helmet buffeting or anything like that. I do have a little bit more wind noise in the helmet, you know, coming up from like under the chin. I don't know if that's really noticeable on video here, but I can hear it in my helmet. So hopefully it's not too loud with the wind noise. But yeah, I haven't been out on this road in like over a year now since I got the Livewire, and I miss coming out this way. So I'm really happy to be back on a bike that can make it out here. I really think taking it out on an actual ride like this is kind of a better judge of a first impression than just riding home from the dealership through like local traffic. So far, I am really impressed with this bike. Some things I've noticed on this bike in the 24 miles that I've been riding it so far, the suspension is amazing. It's stiff, but it's also very sporty at the same time. So you still do get some pretty good suspension travel. It soaks up the bumps pretty good, but still gives you that sporty ride, which I really, really enjoy. The tires that are on here are Seat, I think you pronounce them, and they feel really good as well. I have no concerns about the tires on here. The brakes are really good. The front is not as sharp as the back, surprisingly. In my experience, it's usually the other way around. You know, the front brakes are pretty good, and then the back brakes, you know, they'll take a while to bed them in before they feel really good. But these rear brakes feel excellent, like right out of the dealership. The fronts are good. You know, it's a nice progressive, you know, kind of linear braking on here, but they do feel a little bit spongy. So not something that I'd worry about, but they're not super sharp. The fit and finish on this, I'm really impressed. As soon as I saw it in person, you know, to me it kind of looks better than in the pictures. A lot of people out riding today. Oh man, it is awesome weather. I think it's like 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Kind of like a cool breeze. And nice and clear out today too. You get a really good view of all the mountains. Anyway, it's just nice to be back out on a bike that can kind of do all the stuff that the Livewire can't do. So I'm really glad that I picked this up. So now I'll have a couple bikes that I can do content for the channel. Most of my weekend riding is going to be done on this one probably. But if you're interested in the Himalayan or the Livewire Del Mar, then consider subscribing if you haven't already. But I'd like to thank you for coming along with me hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, click that like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.